Hi, today I'm talking about pregnancy skincare. So a number of patients have emailed in the last few weeks to tell me they have the good news that they're pregnant, but want to know what ingredients or products they should stop now that they're pregnant. So I think it is important that when you think about pregnancy, it's a privileged state, that we do no harm with our skincare. So I recommend stopping any of the following: retinoids, and that includes retinol, retinaldehyde, prescription retinoids like adapalene, tretinoin and isotrex, salicylic acid, hydroquinone, and benzoyl peroxide. So these should all be stopped. And I'm going to talk through some substitutes depending on what you're trying to achieve with your skincare. Now, I think it's also important to bear in mind certain things which are a problem with skin in pregnancy. Melasma is probably the thing that people worry about the most. So that's what's called the mask of pregnancy, typically pigmentation patches which can arise on the forehead, on the cheekbones, the top lip, and sometimes even on the jawline. And it's related to hormones and ultraviolet exposure. So basically, women who are pregnant, exposed to ultraviolet light, it's a common occurrence. Now, with melasma, the single most important thing that you can do during pregnancy is to protect your skin from ultraviolet light. And my preferred way for doing that is to use a physical sunscreen. So look for a sunscreen that contains zinc oxide and titanium oxide for good broad spectrum cover. Something like Neostrata's Sheer Physical Protection is a great option. This one is also lightly tinted, so it gives you a hint of coverage and is a great primer-like finish, so it's lovely under makeup and easy to incorporate every single day. Ingredients that you can incorporate into your skincare routine to help treat or prevent melasma. I would recommend using alpha hydroxy acids, which are well tolerated and safe during pregnancy. So look out for ingredients like lactic acid, glycolic acid, and polyhydroxy acid, which is good in more sensitive skin types. So something like a Bagi Exfoderm or Exfoderm Forte, which is an AHA blend, is a good idea. You can also safely use vitamin C. And the other ingredient that's suitable for pregnancy is azelaic acid, which is probably easier to get on prescription. So if you're seeing a dermatologist for your skin, this is something you can discuss with them. Now, acne. Acne in pregnancy can go either way. Some people find that they break out much less. Others find that their acne actually gets worse. So the way I find best to manage a tendency to acne in pregnancy is ideally if you plan in advance to get your acne under really good control. And then when you start to try to conceive, that you transition onto pregnancy compatible treatments so that there's no anxiety that you're on something that wouldn't be ideal in pregnancy. So again, I will use azelaic acid because this is a great way of preventing and treating blemishes. And I might combine that with a pregnancy compatible antibiotic in someone who's got significant acne. So I think it's important that you also address your whole skincare routine to make sure that you're not using products which would promote acne, and that means looking for products which are non-comedogenic. So something like a gentle cleanser from Roche-Posay, I like their Tolerian Dermo Cleanser, which is also great if your skin is tending more on the side of dryness, which can happen with pregnancy, and a moisturizer like a Bagi Hydrate, which is non-comedogenic and will help support your skin in the early phases of pregnancy. So that's melasma, that's acne. Stretch marks are tricky. In truth, we don't really have a good topical option, unfortunately, despite what product claims might say. I think that the best that you can do is to moisturize your skin. Really, anything that might be helpful from a topical point of view would tend to be in the retinoid family, which simply isn't recommended during pregnancy. So my advice is to park concerns about stretch marks until after your pregnancy, and then you can look at your options. Retinoids might be helpful, but again, I wouldn't recommend this during breastfeeding either. So this is something to do later. If they're really severe and very red, then laser may help deal with the red component. So stretch marks in pregnancy, my advice, moisturize and wait until much later to try to deal with them. Bear in mind that they will tend to fade over time as well. General body skincare, I think that dryness is something that people complain of a lot, and there are certain rashes which promote itchy, dry skin in pregnancy. So I think do simple things, avoid foaming cleansers when you wash and shower, avoid overly long hot baths, stick to sort of warm or tepid water for showering and bathing, and apply moisturiser immediately after you exit water when skin is still damp. So those are the common situations that you might experience in pregnancy. Those are the kind of ingredients which I think are worth incorporating into your facial skincare routine if you have a tendency to either pigmentation or acne. So just to reiterate again, that's azelaic acid, vitamin C, alpha hydroxy acids, and also niacinamide. I didn't mention niacinamide. That is good in both inflammatory acne and also in a tendency to hyperpigmentation, plus it boosts barrier function. So I'm going to put some product recommendations underneath the video. All I can say is enjoy your pregnancy. Don't worry too much about skincare issues. There are things I'm sure that can be sorted once you finish your pregnancy. So enjoy it. Don't get too caught up in your skin and be safe. Bye for now.